And I don't want to cause any controversy, so I won't say no names. But this Donald Trump, I can't stand. So, before we get into this next song, Ready, we would like to request something of you. When I say you say Trump. When I say you say Trump.
A resurfaced clip has a lot of folks talking about Eminem and the President of the United States yet again. Although it is from 2017, it remains prevalent today.
Because there's a lot happening here. First thing I want to say is Eminem is obviously a gay man. It's very sad that Eminem cleaned out his closet but never came out of his closet. Okay, a lot going on here. I think first and foremost, I just would like to again remind people that he is in fact a struggling internally gay man. And so there's a lot happening with Eminem, and we should pray for him. Oh my, so cool. That's a tough one. That's so tough.
Because while the MAGAverse attacks him...
And speaking of Michigan, Eminem, you're a proud Detroit native. You should be ecstatic that Donald Trump is trying to bring back jobs to a city and state destroyed by Democrats and their policies. Eminem, your self-righteous and almighty line in the sand is really something, given the fact you built a career on homophobic slurs, domestic violence glorification, and other filthy lyrics. Democrats, if you want to hold up an anti-Trump role model, maybe you should look into the real Slim Shady before you give a standing ovation for his F-Trump tirade. It's amazing how quickly your love of women, gays, peace, love, and tolerance is abandoned the second a celebrity puppets your anti-Trump narrative.
And Tommy Lauren also getting in on the action, proving how hypocritical one could possibly be. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you.
Few Americans take the vile rapper Eminem seriously. He represents the lowest form of entertainment in this country and is a publicity hound to boot. However, his attack on Sarah Palin, which is very crude, seems to be okay with the media.
And even from years past, this network has shown and positioned itself, its allyship to Trumpism, and in the process, making Eminem a marked man.
And one of those people that they're not going to listen to is you, Eminem, because you're just so irrelevant. Your music isn't good anymore.
The original video, this needs to be stated, via Billboard, was at Reading Festival in Reading, England, and he led the audience in the call and response diss to Donald Trump during his first term. The date? August 28, 2017. So while this has been recycled, it needs to be stated very clearly that while Eminem's views have not changed, it is old. But to go off the first point, he has shown how much he despises the current president. He even slammed him during a show in Glasgow while wearing a shirt that read, and you see it on your screen.
What up, though? So look, I wrote down a few things I wanted to say. I love you too. Thank you. I'm here tonight for a couple of important reasons. As most of you know, the city of Detroit and the whole state of Michigan mean a lot to me. And going into this election, the spotlight is on us more than ever, and I think it's important to use your voice. So I'm encouraging everybody to get out and vote, please. I also think that people shouldn't be afraid to express their opinions. And I don't think anyone wants an America where people are worried about retribution or what people will do if you make your opinion known.
When in Michigan, he endorsed Kamala Harris over Trump. Eminem News would also put together a list of 9 times the hip-hop artist would call out Donald Trump. From his appearances at rallies to his songs, there has been certainly a laundry list when I see how the likes of Candace Owens, Tommy Lauren, Bill O'Reilly, Eric Bolling, Sean Hannity, Laura Ingraham specifically, and many others call out Eminem, I think there are reasons to do it. But let's also be very clear. If he were to have these lyrics and he were to support their guy, what would they be saying? How would they feel about it? It would be very similar to Laura Ingram's 180 on Drew Brees. Drew Brees, former New Orleans Saints quarterback, would say, yeah, I don't have any respect for anybody who disrespects the flag like that in the wake of George Floyd in the summer of 2020. And yet we dug up, along with many others, how Laura Ingraham said of LeBron James, of course, shut up and dribble. But when it came to Drew Brees, it was, well, he has a right to express his opinion. He's an American. Why can't he express his opinion? Blatant hypocrisy. And with Tommy Lauren, by the way, who has faded into irrelevancy, it's rather odd seeing her say stuff like, first off, the bringing back job stuff, everything has been shipped out overseas and Trump doesn't care about it. And he could do this whole tariff song and dance. He's crashing the economy on purpose so he could save it. But her saying, building a career on being anti-gay, DV glorification, that's interesting. Wasn't it Donald Trump's ex-wife who said that he R-worded her and then, of course, later rescinded it? And the reports were that it was because of a potential hair transplant. Why have there been close to 30 women who have come forward accusing the current president of DV? Yet Tommy Lauren says nothing about it. She's silent. I'll tell you why. Because she learned her lesson when she was cut by the Blaze in Glenn Beck because she came out as pro-abortion. Changed her tune pretty quickly, didn't she? She did. So she's already gone through the gauntlet of showing who she could potentially be, and now you have to assume that all of this is just an act. And the reason it's an act is because her livelihood depends on it. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.